Welcome back, guys. I'm here to tell you that the Xbox One is not going to have 1080p games for at least quite some time. The PlayStation 4 has 8 gigs of GDDR5 RAM. The Xbox One has 8 gigs, but yet it's GDDR3. For the people who don't know, the G is meant for the gaming, which it means overclock. Now, the PlayStation 4 has the 8 gigs of GDDR5, which, if 1 gig of DDR5 is a rough estimate, is about as much as 3 gigs of DDR3. Considerably, they have a lot more pushing power outside their console. Now, the Xbox One has 8 gigs of GDDR3. Now, but the Xbox One has ESRAM. It's a small bit of RAM that they added on the motherboard, and I think it's only about 32 megabytes. Now, the 32 megabytes is actually not that bad. The Xbox 360 originally had 10 megabytes, which is, from what I can tell, is some sort of overclocking capability, pushing the actual RAM much further. With having 32 megabytes of this SRAM, it's able to push the GDDR3 RAM a whole lot further, but it's not capable of meeting the GDDR5. It's not. So with the PlayStation 4 being able to output 1080p games, no problem. You can go watch some videos or some screenshots, look at that, it looks fantastic. Sadly, the Xbox One is only able to do 720 at this time. Now, Titanfall, they just released a statement about their beta only running at 792p. 720, essentially, rounded down. That's going to still correlate with the Xbox One being able to only do 720. They say it's going to be higher on the output, but I assume that that's just going to be for the PC. PC is probably going to be able to run 1080p, 2K, maybe 4K, all along with that, and it'll be just fine. The Xbox One has definitely shot itself in the foot with this DDR3 RAM. Now, something that I'm predicting is that probably that they're going to come out with multiple generations of consoles for the Xbox One, just like they did with the Xbox 360. You originally had your Xbox Arcade, then you had your Xbox Pro, then you had your Xbox Elite, you had your Xbox Slim, and then there was all kinds of special editions in between all of those. There's at least 4 distinctive different consoles, which had different disk drives, different processors, different hard drives to go with that, all different kinds of things. If you have an original Xbox Arcade, you put in Battlefield 4 right now, it's probably going to sound like a fire hydrant going, just spraying everywhere. It just sounds like it's going to explode. But if you put Battlefield 4 into an Xbox Slim, it's just going to be quiet. So that's definitely a thing. With the different generations of Xbox 360, they've definitely done upgrades. But, sadly enough, Major Nelson made a comment of, it took many years for the Xbox 360 to become mature. That's kind of a bad thing. We expect to buy a console, just like you expect to buy a PC from Best Buy or Target or anything like that. You expect to buy it and it work. And that's all you need to buy. That sounds great, doesn't it? Everybody likes their one-stop shop. Consumers do not want to buy an Xbox One for $500 and then turn around 3 years later and have to get the upgraded model. Now, they're trying to do upgrades on their system, such as they're doing a firmware update where they had 80% of that SRAM back for backup, turning it down to only 10% remaining. Now, with that being said, there's not much room for backup, but that will give them increased performance to kind of work around a little bit, and they're still going to have to do tricks to get the high quality out of it. That's not the greatest thing, but at least it's a start. But I personally don't want to have to go spin and buy an Xbox console and turn around and have to get the upgraded model with the better RAM, maybe a slightly better processor, and so on and so forth. I don't want to. That's a lot of money. Microsoft should either do a free upgrade, it's like send in your old consoles and get a free upgrade. That sounds fantastic to me. If they do, okay. If they don't, the people are still going to buy it. It's still going to hurt. And to go along with that, the first generation, next gen Call of Duty, is going to be made by Sledgehammer. Now, Sledgehammer says that they're going to be able to output 1080p, 60 frames, but of course we still have the issues with the Xbox. And of course, if everybody hasn't heard yet, Call of Duty is going to go on a 3-year cycle now. So it's going to be more like Halo or Battlefield, to where every 3 years there'll be a new game. Now, supposedly, with some leaked information, they're supposed to be kind of keeping at the end of Modern Warfare 2. Anyone hasn't played the ending of Modern Warfare 2? Not going to spoil it, but for the people who have, you remember the ending of Modern Warfare 2. That could possibly lead into a plot twist of some sort. And so apparently they're going to do that. The graphics are supposed to be tremendously upgraded. Hopefully, this isn't going to be a piece of shit Call of Duty like the rest of them. Now, I'm going to be doing a video series showing the evolution of Call of Duty in itself. Starting from back from Call of Duty 2, at least with the multiplayer, because that's mainly what people buy it for, is the multiplayer. With Sledgehammer making the game, I'm not quite sure how it's going to be. They made Modern Warfare 3, which was not in any way, shape, or form the best one they've ever made. It took 3 studios to maintain it, and that was great for keeping the mods down. I'm wrong, that was fantastic. It took 3 studios to keep that afloat. The maps were constricting, the guns were unbalanced, there was a really big lag issue, and the Spec Ops part of it kind of sucked. They're giving them 3 years to develop this game. So hopefully they sit down, get a good story, they can easily improve the graphic. There's a whole lot of room for improvement. And if they improve it just a little bit, it's still going to be better. And on the last bit, if you guys haven't signed up for the Titanfall beta for the Xbox One and or the PC, the beta is out now. I'll leave a link down below to where you can just click on it, go register for your PC or your Xbox One. They'll be rolling out the codes in a couple of weeks, or the downloads for it. Hopefully, they'll be kind of quick on that, because I really personally want to play it. I think the game's going to be fantastic, but 720p piece is kind of going to not ruin it, because the TV I have only goes to 720 right now, so it's not going to hurt me that much, but the people who buy 60-inch TVs, that's kind of going to hurt them a lot. It's going to look like crap. But I recommend still going and signing up for the beta, trying it out for yourself. Don't take anyone's word on it. It's a free sign-up. PC that can play it or an Xbox One. I really hope you guys enjoyed the information. Feel free to hit the subscribe button if you did enjoy, and if you want to see more content, don't forget to hit the like button down there. And until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next week.